So I, keep in mind that I squared is equal to negative 1. Okay, we're going to get an I squared when we FOIL this. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times negative 4i, that's a negative 20i. Your inner term, again, this is just FOILing. It says to multiply, so we're multiplying, is a plus 6i. And then lastly, you've got a plus, or well, 3 times negative 4. It's a minus 12i squared. Keep in mind, I squared is a negative 1. You can do away with this I term as long as you change the sign of this term here. So a minus 12i squared is actually a plus 12. And we can kind of do away with that, turn it into that, and add it to that. Okay? A plus or minus bi is how you want to write this. So the a is your constant term. You got a 10 plus 12, which is 22. You have a negative 20 and a positive 6. That means we're subtracting 14i, and that's it. I would caution you, and I'm not going to do this problem. There are so many ways that this thing can go wrong, but only because you're doing something silly. Someone sees parentheses, they think multiply. It's not asking you to multiply, it's asking you to subtract. So some of you might subtract and then forget to distribute the negative. You're subtracting a 7, but you're also subtracting a negative I. Do yourself a favor, change that to a plus, and immediately change the sign of everything inside the parentheses to the right of it. Don't change any of this. This is the set of parentheses you're subtracting. I'm going to let you do that one on your own. Over hither, we're going to try and get rid of the I in the denominator, okay? That means we have to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of 5 minus 3i is 5 plus 3i. It's been a while since we've done this. You're doing 5 plus 3 on the top and bottom. Now we've done this where you multiply the top and bottom of a fraction. But here we go. We're going to FOIL the top, we're going to FOIL the bottom, we're going to see what we have left. 5 times 5, 25. The outer term is a minus 15i. The inner term, plus 15i. Some of you noticed that to begin with. The point of multiplying by the conjugates is so that these two middle terms would go away. Lastly, you have a negative 9i squared. Now keep in mind, we did this a moment ago. I squared is a negative 1. Negative 9 times negative 1 is a plus 9. Okay? My denominator then is going to be 25 plus 9. That's 34. That's my numerator. We might be able to reduce that. What did I say? That's my denominator. My numerator is going to be what I get when I FOIL this. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times negative I, negative 5i. The inner term is a plus 9i, and the last is a minus 3i squared. That minus 3i squared is really a plus 3 if we take care of that squared term. So I got a 15 plus 3, which is 18. I can deal with that. I got a negative 5i plus 9i. That's a plus 4i. You'll notice that all of those are even, but only one of them will 4 go into. So we're going to take out a 2 from everything, and that'll be our final answer. Take out a 2 from 18, I get a 9. Take out a 2 from 4i, that's a 2i. Take out a 2 from 34, 17. You'll also see this problem written separately, 2 separate fractions. 9 over 17 plus 2 over 17i.